Today, we're going to be exploring one of Melbourne's top communities. We're checking out Viera from north to south, so stick around. Hey, what's up guys? We are back, and today we're going to be exploring all of Viera, and actually we're going to be focused on West Viera. So pretty much anything that's on the west side of I-95 is what we're going to be looking at today. You guys have been asking for it, so we're here to deliver it. We're going to be going from the north side of Viera all the way to the south end where the new Pineda extension is connecting. And essentially we're going to start up here right by 95. We'll put the drone up so you guys get a better perspective on what the area is like. So essentially we're going to follow Stadium Parkway all the way south and give you a better perspective on what Viera looks like, what types of real estate are here, and really just a better understanding of what the lifestyle is. So you'll notice right here at the north end of Viera, you've got pretty much the two premier communities, or two of the premier communities. There's another one that's really cool that they've just started developing further south, so we'll get to that a little bit later. But up north, you'll notice we've got Adelaide right here on the west side, which will be on our right if you're looking at the drone. And these are gonna be more of like, these are definitely luxury homes. These are gonna have more of a modern feel and design. And then on the east side of Stadium Parkway, we've got Summer Lakes. These are gonna look more like Mediterranean traditional. Now these are still luxury homes, custom homes, really, really nice communities, gated. Obviously you can see everything has lots of waterways. It's very visually pleasing. And now we're gonna continue to work our way south a little bit. So. Next stop is going to be Viera Boulevard area. So Viera Boulevard essentially is going to be the main hub that runs on the north side of Viera, east and west. It's got a interchange with I-95, so you've got good access to the interstate, and there's lots of new retail development here. You'll notice there's a Chick-fil-A here, which everybody's absolutely nuts about. There's a new Wawa that's going in. There's a Publix right over here. And so on the north side of Viera Boulevard is an area that we're going to call Tavistock. So you'll have gated neighborhoods like Sonoma, and then you're even going to have more of a custom luxury estate style homes in neighborhoods like Colfax Landing and Ravencliffe. And you'll even find some more tract style homes a little bit further west in Indigo Crossing. And there's lots of, one of the things that you'll notice is the master plan of Viera was very well thought out. There's lots of winding roads and lots of waterways and different views. So it's not the typical cookie cutter community that we're seeing in a lot of other Central Florida developments. The other thing that's a really cool lifestyle component is, you can't really see it here, but there's a lot of like multi-use paths throughout the community, which are just basically really big sidewalks, because golf carts are a massive part of the lifestyle here in Viera. You'll notice like kids take the golf carts to school. You can take your golf cart to the grocery store, restaurants. I mean, it's really one of the big lifestyle components in Viera. golf cart. So we're on our way a little bit further south now. We're gonna take you to the Avenues, which is one of the, I would say it's probably one of the premier shopping districts in the county. It's a open air concept mall. It's also right next to the rec fields for Viera. So if you're into sports or any type of extracurricular activity, a lot of the teams, whether it's like youth all the way through adult, play at the Viera rec fields. They've got some really nice artificial fields and some really nice natural fields. There's basketball courts, all kinds of cool stuff. So we're gonna head over there, fly the drone, show you the Avenues, and then we're gonna hit South Viera, the south side of West Viera, where a lot of the new development is going on. There's a couple really cool 55 plus active lifestyle communities, a really cool luxury development that I want to share with you guys, and then also some other new construction as well. And then that's also where the new Pineda Causeway extension is. So stay tuned for that. All right, so we made it to Central Viera, or at least the central part of West Viera. This is where we're gonna have the Avenue, and right now we're actually driving through Arrivas Village, and this is where a lot of the popular, traditionally popular communities are, like Fairway Lakes, Heritage Isle, modern Duran. We're in Arrivas Village, like I mentioned, and this is gonna give you great access and proximity to the Avenue, which you can actually see right behind us there. So Central Viera is a great place to be. We're going to start working our way south a little bit more. This is where a lot of the newer construction is that we talked about. So if you're looking for new construction opportunities, then South Viera is going to give you really good opportunities for new construction, especially some of the 55 plus active adult communities, and that's where that new Pineda Causeway extension connects. So getting to the beach, like Satellite Beach area, or even the base, if you need to get to Patrick Space Force Base, South Viera is going to be ideal. Okay, so as we start working our way to South Viera, where a lot of this new construction is, make sure you guys leave a comment if there's any questions that you have about any of the areas that we haven't covered or that we did cover. Drop those in the comments, and also we're going to be doing a lot more in-depth, detailed tours of a lot of these communities that we just mentioned. This is really supposed to be a high-level Explore Viera to give you a better understanding of where everything is. So if there's any areas or neighborhoods or even builders or homes that you are specifically interested in, drop those in the comments and let us know. And make sure, if you haven't already done so, that you're subscribed to the channel. You can hit that little subscribe button right down there in the corner. That way, when we do release those videos, you'll get notified of that. All right, so we're finally making our way down to the southern half of West Viera. Essentially, I'm referring to anything that's going to be south of Wickham Road. And you'll notice right behind me here is Viera Hospital. So if you're wondering where that is, it's right here, centrally located in the middle of Viera. So down at the south end is where we're going to see a lot of the newer construction. So if new construction is something that you're looking for, that you're interested in, South Viera is going to give us the most opportunity for newer construction in Viera. Anything from, mid-level estate homes to custom luxury homes, 55 plus lifestyle communities. We're gonna find all that in South Viera, plus the new Pineda Causeway extension that I had mentioned before is gonna connect down south there right by the Costco. So getting over to the beach side where Satellite is gonna be a lot more accessible from South Viera. So if you need to get to Patrick's Space Force Base and you're considering Viera, that would actually be a great spot to check out. All right, so we've made it to Reeling Park, which is one of the newest developments in South Viera that Viera Builders is building homes in. You can see right behind me here what to expect. They have a mix of like shingle and tile roofs. Kind of has a little bit of that Mediterranean type of feel. And you can see that there is just acres and acres of land left that can still be built and is in the process of being developed now. So there's gonna be lots of opportunities for new construction down here. Behind us to the west is Addison Village, which is also a newer community that's being developed and built by Viera Builders. And it's a lot more quiet down here, you know, even though there's construction, there's not as much traffic because we're a little bit further away from a lot of that retail that we saw in Central Viera. There's also some luxury apartments right around the corner. We're close to schools. You're still a really reasonable commute to get over to the golf course. And you can see over here, there's lots of homes that are going up, being built now. I don't know if you can really see that. I'll see if I can zoom in on that over in the distance there, but there's a lot going on. There's gonna be a lot happening down here in South Viera for years to come. All right, so we have made it to the south end of Stadium Parkway. As you can see right here, it's pretty much a dead end, at least for right now, because we're still doing a lot of development. This right here is actually where Pineda Causeway is going to connect to Stadium Parkway. I mean, you can see it's already connected, but the road's not open yet. Actually, if it was open and we could follow it back east here, that would connect us to Lake Andrew, which is another main road that runs north and south here in Viera, just east. It's just east of Stadium Parkway, and that's where the Pineda Causeway is actually tied into now, where that new Costco is that I mentioned. So this is where Reeling Park is. There's Avalonia. Which was one of the communities I mentioned earlier that I am really excited about. This is going to be a very exclusive, all custom home luxury community in Viera. It's at the south end, right off of that Pineda Causeway extension. And Aripeka is really taking the approach of being in touch with nature. So there's a lot of natural landscaping here. You can see there's a lot of the original vegetation that we see in Florida, oak trees, the palmettos, there's pine trees. These are big lots. There's gonna be lots of natural vegetation throughout the neighborhood. They've got some man-made ponds, so there are some water view. But outside of that, this is really a nature-focused community. There's gonna be a lot of cool homes that are being built here, and it's definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. all the way to the south end of Viera. We took Stadium Parkway all the way down like we said we would, where we are connected with Pineda, and actually we crossed over to Lake Andrew because, as you saw in that last shot, Pineda actually isn't connected, well, it's not open to Stadium Parkway yet. So we came over here. You'll get to see where this connects to 95 and how you can get beachside from here. And to give you a little bit of context, right? You guys stuck around this long, so let me give you some information. If you're wanting to know like what you can get into Viera for, what does the pricing look like? I'll give you a very, very high level overview, right? If you want to get into a condo, you can actually get into a condo from anywhere between 200 to 280,000. Now the 200,000 opportunities, they're very limited. That's going to get you a really small 1-bedroom condo, nothing fancy. Those same style of condos up to 2 or 3 bedrooms, maybe a little nicer, are going to run closer to, you know, 260 to 280,000. If we're talking some of the 55 plus, you can get into one of those for 350 to 450. Now, if you want something that's a little bit larger in the 55 plus, maybe like a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, those are going to start, you know, 450 to 550,000, give or take. And some of the homes that we saw further north in some of the older track home style communities, those are going to start somewhere in the 400s. Right now, inventory is extremely low. So of course, we're watching the market change day to day, depending on what interest rates and insurance are doing. So if you want the most up-to-date information, please reach out. We'd love to get you that. You can call, text, or email. I've got all that information down in the description. Now, as far as the newer homes go that Viera builders are currently constructing right now, essentially, those are going to start around 500, but more realistically, 550 plus is where you're going to see most of those opportunities. We're going to be back out here a lot. We're going to be filming all the individual communities. So if there's anything specific that you're interested in, definitely drop that in the comments and let us know so we can prioritize those for you. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you're subscribed to the channel right here. Check out one of these videos next. I'll see you next time.